It's indeed a privilege to have been invited for this very important event, Build Sri Lanka 2020, organized by the Chamber of Construction Industry, the apex body for the industry. We all understand that in any economy, construction industry play a very vital role. Normally, whenever there's growth, construction industries lead in that growth. Whenever there's downturn, it is the construction industry that the governments look for to get it reactivated. Because if you can give a boost to the construction industry, it encourages entrepreneurship, creates employment, create money circulation, and the economy kickstarts. So we also very well understand that. At a time that we are going through difficulties due to the previous mismanagement of the government and also the COVID issue that we faced this year, when we are struggling to get back, we are looking at the construction industry as a catalyst who can help us. So government will definitely support you, there's no question about that. And have confidence that we are supportive. We understand your problems. We understand your problems like approvals. We understand your problems like architects not having business. So we are trying to find solutions for that. As you very correctly said, President, the government is going through financial difficulties at the moment, so we have to be selective in where we focus and spend our money first. But we will come to the right point at the right time. There are a lot of developments that are in the pipeline. For example, under my own ministry, there are large housing projects that are in pipeline, particularly for not only low income, now we are focusing even on middle income housing. As much as possible, if you can find the right model. I don't want to even put a number. If we can build more, we will build more. And we will give those opportunities to the industry to come and participate. Likewise, there are many other things. I think in one of the speeches, as it was mentioned, the loans are not going to be encouraged much, particularly at a time we are kind of burdened with a huge debt burden. Rather than going for additional loans, we are looking at PPP models, something that was not that much encouraged sometimes backed by our own government. But His Excellency President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, PM Mahinda Rajapaksa, and we are now looking at more PPP models. So you can join hands with the government. You can come up with projects, you can come up with proposals. I invite your chamber, discuss with investors, come up with proposals how you can fit in to the National Development Plan. So that is one way we can find solutions for this. You spoke about the approvals process. Yes, we are also very concerned about that. That was in our manifesto as well, to expedite the approval process. Of course, there are problems that we need to sort out, because not all approvals are done by UD and the center. Part of the power is vested with local authorities. So we have to do something about that. But we are determined to improve that process, cut short the time. And we are also looking at technology, as you very correctly mentioned. Technology could be one way. We can cut down the time. So we are looking at those things. Please understand, this government is a people's government. We call our economic policy people-centric economic policy. In that economic policy, one of the most important aspects is developing local entrepreneurship. So as you requested, General Secretary, yes, we will be looking at more local companies when we give business. That was the case before 2015. You may remember, even when we were constructing roads, we gave construction opportunities to local companies. But unfortunately that changed during the last government. When we took over, something like 40% of all construction jobs are going to foreign companies. So we need to change that. But we know, whilst we try to change that, we have to be competitive also. We can't just be handing over all the business opportunities to local companies unless you are competitive. So you have to improve your efficiencies, you have to cut down your cost, you have to be competitive. But as a policy, we will always look at the local companies and supporting them. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm happy that was during the previous two speeches, even this candy incident was mentioned. So these are things that we need to improve. As an industry, as professional body, you have to take better precautions to avoid these kind of things. How you can work with the government, how you can work with the authorities to improve these things, improve the overall standards of our construction industry. So I'm glad that you are mentioning those things. We can work together. I think we now have a government which understand you better. We understand the people. We understand the real requirements of this country, and we are determined to make a difference. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa came to power with a huge mandate. 6.9 million people voted for him, 52%. And in the last general election, the figure was bettered. Even though the number was 6.8 million, the percentage went up to 59%. That means people have confidence that he's doing the right thing. So we intend to do the right thing. So we seek your support. We will support you. Together we can make a difference. Thank you very much.